evening, Jelly Beans. This is Jewelry Jelly here with Princess Luna and George Washing Machine. And I hope everybody has had a good week and that everybody is doing okay. I have not streamed in a week. To be honest with you, I'm still trying to get back into the groove. And that includes trying to figure out what I want my schedule to be like. And this past week, well, I did have some free time. Thing is that I was not really in a really good headspace. My dad went to the hospital earlier this week. He's okay now. He's home. He came home yesterday. But I was pretty worried, and I just wanted to take my mind off things. But anyway, we are going to be going back into Urban Myth Dissolution Center. When we last left off, we were investigating a mysterious intruder in the home of the main character's friend. But it seems like this intruder is taking advantage of a popular urban legend in order to stalk and terrorize these people. So that's what's happening. By the way, I gotta show you guys something. This is a new doll that I picked up. It is from Momotail. It is a 1/8 scale. And the good thing about this one is that compared to other dolls of this size, it actually has hair. And it's very nice hair. It's got, you see here, it's got a little plate. And her hair is all wavy in the back. And what I love about this doll the most is the fact that it's Lily of the Valley themed. It's very cute. I haven't really figured out a name yet, mostly because I already have a doll named Lily, so anyways. Alright, so we are going to load up. Also, just so you know, I'm still suffering from the effects of the flu that I had a couple weeks ago, so if my voice starts to give out and I start coughing a lot, you will know why. I just finished some nice hot tea, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing if I run out of more. So we now need to search with glasses. We already did that. The man under the bed! Or is it actually? Is he talking with Eiko-san? Are both shadows from the same point in time? The shadow's clothing is somewhat rugged. Work clothes? Like the uniform's maintenance crew wear. Someone she's working with? This looks a lot like the shadow splattering blood in the back of the room. This one looks somewhat heavily built, maybe? Feels like the shadow could be important. I should dig deeper. The shadow is Eiko-san working. Is this a trace of the man under the bed? The shadow's movements are so wild and scary. What is it doing? Is it messing up the papers on the desk? Or maybe looking for something specific? Did it have a goal other than splattering blood all around? Whoa! The shadow's throwing something at us? Not quite throwing. Is this from when they splattered blood around and made the room all red? Was this before or after Mio and Eiko-san went out to eat? When exactly? So it looks like this is... Look at this mess. Furniture, floor, walls. This is a lot to deal with. Yes, truly. I never could have imagined this. I took Mio out to eat. Thought it would be better than being holed up and never going outside. And then we come back to this. Have you contacted the police? Oh, right. I was so upset I totally forgot. I'll need to report all this damage, I suppose. Eiko-san, do you ever have work meetings with clients here? I have online meetings. Otherwise, I have them out somewhere. Why? Oh, it's just that I'm wondering about the people you work with. Are you involved with companies whose staff wear work uniforms? Probably, yes. Don't really remember. I do have records of where we send temporary staff. They should be on my desk, somewhere in all that mess. Your desk. Understood. Thank you. Eiko-san, I need to talk to Mio. Where is she now? Oh no. She went back home alone. Oh! She did? Does Mio know what happened here? She was with me when we got to the building entrance. But why? She said something about getting her things. I was so upset I forgot to check in with her. I'll call her now, and if she's in her room, I'll tell her to stay put and lock up. Yes, please. I need to ask Jasmine to drive us there. Even the fancy bed is all red. Will changing the sheets be enough to get it clean? These look important. How terrible. She mentioned the company documents were on the desk. It's so messy I can hardly make out the words. Make sure not to tear anything. Engineer. Somehow decipherable? Not jobs that require work uniforms. Oops, ripped a bit. Yikes, wait! A bloody handprint? Someone must have touched this. Jobs related to medicine? Psychology? It's all caked and scrunched together. Finally! Oh, this must be for the maintenance company. It's the only one in these documents. Electronic? I can't read this. Surely a company which handles electricity work, though. This document is ruined from all the blood. Let's ask Jasmine for advice on what to do. Yeah, she is very calm with all that blood, definitely. Why would this happen to Eiko-san's room, too? If the man stalked both of them and got to Eiko-san's place, why turn it red? Maybe there's some kind of meaning to the red room after all? The entrance door is reinforced. Should be hard to break in. It's just as bad here as Eiko's as Mio's place was. Wild. The fancy carpet and furniture are done for too. Bummer. What happened on your end? I was waiting in the car parked nearby, so I could rush in at any sign of trouble. First, the two headed out together, probably to eat something like she mentioned in the post. They came back after a couple of hours. I watched from the car as they re-entered the building. A short while later, Eiko suddenly calls me up. She was totally panicking over the phone, yelling about how the room's all red, get in here, and so on. And what did the boss man make you do, meanwhile? I was checking Mio's room. Phew. I almost bumped into the man and had to hide under the bed. It's a long story, so I'll report everything later. Huh? Almost met the dude? Getting tossed in the deep end much? Good thing I came to pick you up. Jasmine, what do you make of this? Prop's trying to get to Mio as she's staying at Eiko's. Headache for us. In what way? Might mean the dude's goal isn't done just yet. So this goes on until he fulfills his goal? What exactly is it? No idea. Wouldn't know. Just hoping this doesn't end like the urban myth does. Jasmine, it seems Mio is back at her place, and alone. What? But I saw those two heading back up here. What the? Eiko-san is calling Mio right now, telling her the situation on our end, and to stay in her room. Alright then, I'll have the car ready to go. If you're ready to go, we should hurry to Mio's place. Wait! Please take me with you. Eiko-san? Sure, let's head to Mio's then. Oh, looks like we skipped over one. Okay, so we're back at Mio's. Everything okay, Mio? Did anything happen? Asami, I'm fine. I was just waiting. Are you sure? I'm glad. I was really worried. So glad you're safe and sound. I think I'm going to wrap up my life here. I really need some closure on this. Mio. Did anything weird happen while you were alone? Not really, no. Are you doing okay, Mio? You think I would be? No, of course not. I'm sorry. Stopped by a creep named and shamed online? Can't go back to my hometown. I have nowhere to go. I listened to everyone and really tried hard. Why me? Tell me, Asami. Mio. Before you went out to eat with Eiko-san, was there a time when you were both out and left the place unattended? I was at Eiko-san's place the whole time. We only left to go eat. Asami, I'm so fed up and exhausted. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm glad Mio's safe. Right, I need to get her signed with a new place ASAP. I do have a place confirmed already. Besides not going out for groceries or such, you didn't leave the room, not even for short business calls, correct? Tried to remember after you mentioned I was in the room until you went for a bite. Anything peculiar? Just before we set out, Mio went back up to my room as she'd forgotten something. We headed out together from the ground floor entrance and didn't notice anything weird. A bug? Or a shadow that looks like one. This bug-like shadow has creepy arms and legs. And again, like before, it probably wasn't an actual bug. But if not, why does it look like a centipede? There's something under the bed! Is this the man under the bed? Surprisingly small, carrying something on the back. This is me from earlier. Yesterday, before the man appeared, I heard noise from the ceiling. Means the man who walked past the bed was in the ceiling, right? I hid under the bed so couldn't see, but how did he come down into the room? The shadow is heading to the entrance. Is this a locational memory of the man who walked past the bed earlier? No notable changes. There's a used cup in the sink. The shelves and knife holder are empty. Mio really wants to move. Probably took out what she needs. bothering you again. Mio, have you ever been in the ceiling space? Never. Is there even a way in? Right, of course you haven't. Mio seems really upset right now. Can't help that she's still living here. Could you encourage her to move out soon, too? While you were staying here, have you ever been in the ceiling space? Absolutely not. This old place is falling apart. It's probably teeming with bugs and rats. Then you don't know how to enter that space, right? I do not. Some of the books are missing. Would the glasses tell me anything? Hello, Barracuda Joe. Hey, belated Happy New Year to you too. Okay, I already went through that one. What is that? Let's think things over for a minute. The man appears very suddenly, but how? First, you might want to focus on when he manifested in Mio's room. When you hid under the bed, where did he appear from? I heard the ceiling creak and hid under the bed. So there must be a way into the ceiling space. Unless he's a ghost. You saw a shadow with your clairvoyance, correct? I keep thinking about that centipede shadow. Why does it look like a centipede? I should focus on whether there's a way in and out of that ceiling space. So, now we get to a question. How did the man access the ceiling space? Maybe he was climbing up and down, using the shelf boards as footholds. Good! Maybe he was climbing up and down using the shelf boards as footholds. Yes, that might explain it. Multiple overlapped shadows, climbing up and down, looked like a centipede. Let's climb up a bit and have a quick look. Blocked by this big cardboard box. But there's a hatch in the ceiling. Let's move this big box out of the way. The man climbed up these shelves. I got up here without really thinking, but I'm terrified. I gotta help Mio. Here goes. Ceiling space, here I come. Ooh, somebody's been here. All dark and dusty. No one here, right? Okay, my eyes are starting to adjust. Not scared. Not scared. Kowakunai. Kowakunai. Let the investigation begin. Bento boxes, energy drinks, even alcohol cans. Doesn't look like trash stuffed up here by a former resident. Yeah, this stuff is new. The floor is coated in dust, but the trash is recent. The man was most certainly hiding here. Starting to see more clearly. Ceiling is low, but quite a bit of space here. Huh? What is this? Cardboard? Anything lying around that's connected to him? Roach! Flat beyond belief! Maybe he used cardboard sheets to lie down without touching the dust? I see a sliver of light. Is it from Mio's room? Wow, unbelievable. Can't see much. Too dark. glasses time. There's a shadow of the man here, too. What is this shadow doing? Looks like he's stuffing something into a box. Or a bag? I want to look closer, but the shadow is in the way. The glasses show me things through clairvoyance, but this also blocks my view. I knew it. He was here. Not moving much. Is he crouched down? No, he's peeking at what's going on down below. I saw traces of the man doing something around here. There's something inside. Let's check. Clothing? Ito Electric Services? Isn't this the company in the documents at Eiko-san's place? The man wearing a work uniform that I saw in Eiko-san's room. Does this mean that man was here? I need to tell everyone. The man definitely was here in the ceiling space. I need to tell everyone. Jasmine? You okay? Looks like you found a ton. I found solid evidence the man was hiding up there. And there are a few things I want to check with Mio and Eiko-san, too. Bet it's that time for someone to show. That time? Do you mean the director is going to call again? Not any old call at this point, but you'll be fine. What do you mean, not any old call? Ah! Yes? Ms. Azami, how is it going? Hello, Director. I'm sorry, I haven't figured out the answer, and I don't know what you're apologizing for, but we're ready to start the dissolution phase. Dissolution? As in due time. Ms. Azami, please tell everyone to gather around. Okay. Gather around, everybody. Let's solve a mystery. Your investigation is done, then? Is this like a debrief or something? Yes. I'll also explain what I found in the ceiling space. Please hurry, then. Director, everyone is here. Ms. Azami, please make sure everyone hears what we're about to explain. Understood. Thank you, everyone. Ayumu Meguro, Director of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Now, only the dissolution phase remains before we can close this case. Thank you for your cooperation throughout. Dissolution? Azami, what is this about? What's going on? Do I have to be here? I still have work with. We will be presenting our final results as requested for this case, so we ask you to remain here. Yes, so please, hear us out. Let the dissolution begin. Alright, it's denouement time. First of all, Ms. Fukurai, thank you for your efforts in the investigation. We have discovered numerous clues since the identification phase. The amalgam of that information has allowed all of us here to tangibly feel the presence of the man under the bed. Oh, well, I thank you. Yet the amassed information still includes several elements unnecessary for the man under the bed urban myth. What do you mean? Do you really expect me to record this case as is? Huh? Or what? Boring motives, tiresome intentions. There is no room in the Center's records for such things. Do we really want to prioritize that right now? Now, this case leaves 4 key questions unanswered. Oh. 1. How did the man under the bed manifest? 2. What is the goal of the man under the bed? 3. Who or what is the man under the bed? 4. What exactly is the essence of the man under the bed? The eye reveals all. seen by holders of seeing powers, such as clairvoyance or vision. We must unlock this artifact to open the Eye of Truth. Now is the time. Time for dissolution for the man under the bed. Yes! The man under the bed suddenly appeared in Mio-san's room, immediately after she had checked on the locks. A phenomenon reminiscent of incorporeal ghosts or otherworldly demons. Exactly, and apparently not to harm Mio. It just appears and disappears, always suddenly. So, Mrs. On. Yes? The man supposedly appeared from under the bed. But did it really? You determined where the man appeared from. Where was it? He was hiding in the ceiling. There was evidence indicating the man appeared from a ceiling space. We found traces of his being in, entering, and exiting from the ceiling space. Great. The man was hiding in Mio-san's ceiling space for a long time, waiting for an opening to assault Mio-san. Ooh, Millennium Puzzle. Moving on. What about this man under the bed? One of his defining traits is that he massacres people he encounters. One could say his goal is to kill the house's owner, or whomever uses the bed he hides under. So, Mrs. Lamb, what might the man under the bed be trying to do? Why does he keep pestering Mio-san? He might have been trying to frighten Mio. And that's it, to simply scare her. Great! The man didn't try to kill Mio-san, despite being able to. If his goal were to peep, he wouldn't need to appear in front of Mio-san. He keeps on appearing, then disappearing. It seems the man is intentionally limiting his actions to scaring Mio-san. We can deduce that that itself was the man's goal. If so, maybe my room getting covered in red is also him just trying to scare me? And the reason my room was covered in red was because Mio was at my place? Either way, the man's goal is to instill fear. The doll left in Mio-san's room also hints at such an intent. So that doll wasn't a message or anything after all? That doll. It's time to dissolve. Let us move on. About the man under the bed. He is depicted as a random murderer or an escaped serial killer. As an elusive entity that suddenly appears indoors with murderous intent. An anomaly that is very likely to have a basis in reality. Yet he can also be said to be less tangible, due to leaving minimal traces when manifesting. So, Mrs. Allen, how would you describe the man that we are seeking through this investigation? An actual person. Could they be a normal living person, and not a ghost or an ominous monstrosity? Precisely. That is the spice and key to truly savoring each urban myth. Huh? Urban myths aren't just about ghosts and monsters. There is a sizable number of urban myths that aren't. They instead originate from rumors and such about actual people. So, Mrs. Allen, this man that appeared in Mio-san's room, who do you think this living man could be? Oh, one moment. There are multiple suspicious people. Let me see. The one we saw while doing social media research, Boober Eats. Oh yes, right! A living man carrying a backpack. Azami, you asked me about my ex-boyfriend, didn't you? Yes, I'll note it down here. He's also a living and suspicious person. Does that include my work client, too? This maintenance worker wearing a uniform. He was in the security camera footage, too. So many suspects. Crazy world, crazy cases. Incidents and terrorist attacks hoax on the news? Thank you, though. I remember now. A maintenance worker. The maintenance worker in the security footage. He left his hat and jacket in the ceiling space. Excellent. Indeed, the man under the bed, hiding in the ceiling. Caught on security camera wearing a work uniform. We can say beyond any doubt that it was him. I thought so. And that's the third Millennium Puzzle. Now, on to the final and most daunting question. The man disguised as a maintenance worker. How did this man come to be in the ceiling space? Unless he can rip apart space from another dimension and appear anywhere at will. It seems impossible that he could manifest in that room's ceiling space. Yes, that's true. No sign of him entering through the window. The ceiling above the bathroom didn't have enough space to move around. Neo has a habit of locking up carefully. I was thinking he might be real, but is the man an anomaly after all? So. Mrs. Ami, you talked with everyone, and you went to investigate each location. You already know what you need to know. You can already see. But, so, Mrs. Ami, for the disguised maintenance worker to hide in the ceiling space, what path could he have possibly taken? How did he make his way inside Mio-san's room? He was in the ceiling space before Mio moved in? Ooh, that is a very good possibility. He must have been in the ceilings long before Mio moved in. The amount of trash in the ceiling space would make that unlikely. The man as a maintenance worker was in the security camera footage. He most certainly arrived on the day itself. Take another look at the photo underneath the sofa. Okay, if it's not that, then he had an accomplice. And I believe I was right to suspect someone. Someone must have helped him. Brilliant! Yes, that is the only explanation. It's clear from the security footage as well as his uniform, with the cap from the ceiling space. The man under the bed is in fact the maintenance worker. Note the time shown in the security footage. 5 past midnight. This must be the time when the man arrived at Mio-san's apartment. And that's puzzle number 4. Mio-san, regarding the time the man was caught on security footage, does it ring any bells? Mio, around when did you reach the police station? Indeed, hearing that there's a man in the room. Mio-san ran to the police station for help around midnight. Yet at just around the same time, a man in a work uniform was shown on security footage at the apartment entrance. But why? If the maintenance worker is the man under the bed, his timing is uncannily coincidental. So, Mrs. The man, who was supposedly under the bed, was actually not in the room yet. Caught on security footage a few minutes later, he then makes his way into Mio-san's room. Who does this point to as the man's accomplice? I suspected her from the beginning. Could it be Eiko-san, perhaps? She lied about seeing the man inside the room? Fabulous! A fine accomplishment indeed. Mrs. Ami, you have the rare ability to discern the truth. The mystery is now solved. remember telling you that there's a man under the bed. Weren't these the magic words that enabled the man to sneak into the room? That's true. Without hearing that, Mio wouldn't have left the room without locking up. Hey, how dare you throw random accusations at me? If the man actually exists, he's not passing through walls or warping around. Begs the question, what did Eiko actually see? Eiko-san, I think you told us. You kept watch outside the door so the man wouldn't come out, correct? That's precisely when you let the dude in. With an insider, the room getting covered in red makes a ton more sense. So, it is true. Really. I couldn't believe it. But now... What are you mumbling about? You aren't going to believe this bunch of weirdos, are you? The following is just speculation, but... Mio-san has had her past dig up, and is under a lot of pressure. You are recommending she moves into a rather expensive home. How could a mere college student afford to rent a luxury apartment like yours? Were you perhaps planning to have Mio-san return to sugar dating? My power of vision sees it all. I totally called it. Offering help as benevolent third party, recommending a place with expensive rent. Were you going to grant her a place to maximize her youth while she can? You must be enjoying ample profit margins to justify all this. Even with the efforts involved in carrying out such an elaborate incident. You mentioned having connections. How befitting of a job-hunting consultant. Your consultancy, of course, may be a front for catering to your cadre of CEOs and top brass. And providing them with sugar-dating dispatches? Eiko-san, is this true? What in the... What are you talking about anyway? How dare you ask me this? Are you stupid or what? Huh? You bunch are here to find the culprit and lock him up. Looking for causes isn't gonna solve anything. But wait, how ass-brained can you get? Useless bunch of morons. Ass-brained? Listen here, it's a fact that a man was in the ceiling space. Which means I did nothing. Everything is that guy's fault. Eiko-san. Mio, you're a smart girl. You don't believe any of this nonsense, do you? Stick with me, and you can earn as much as you want and live in comfort. Yeah, was totally going to pimp out Mio. Just keep listening to me and forget the small things like you always did. You'll be happy and rich. Your life will be just as good as mine in no time, too. Also, you, Azami or whatever, you will answer for this. Yikes. How dare you challenge me over your forgettable face and ridiculous ideas. Total waste of my time. I'm far too busy for this. I'm leaving. Hey, you dropped something. Is this a card? How was your first case, Mrs. Sami? I must take my leave. I have something to attend to. Well, wait a minute, Director. What about Mio? Lost connection. Mio, are you... You're not okay, are you? I'm good. I'm okay now. I wish I could... Oh, right. I'll make sure to throw that doll away that we found, so don't worry about that. Mio? Doll? That doll? Mio? Yes, I need to get rid of it. All of it. Like nothing ever happened. My room is in this state. I should start cleaning up. Let me help. It's okay. I need some time alone. Thank you for everything. But I'm good. Leave it all to me. Mio? Guess that's it for us then. But Jasmine, we haven't solved anything yet. Mio is still in... The center's job ends here. Rest is up to the police and lawyers. Huh? Yeah, I get how you might feel. But Mio herself says she's fine. It's not our place to step in. Is that really so? Thing is, I feel this case isn't over yet. Huh? What the hell? I thought... Excuse me. What the hell? I thought they were cooking up some exorcist nonsense, and this happens. How would they know about my involvement in sugar dating dispatch? Who or where did that leak from? But how could that... What the... No way. No. They kicked me from the dispatch group? How dare they? How many girls do they think I've found for them so far? I'm so pissed. You should have stopped at that doll. Hey, told you. I did exactly as you said. I was spooked too when that Mio's girl room turned all red. I saw her heading out, so I thought I'd scare her even more. But the space under the bed was blocked, and she came home while I was thinking. I rushed up the bookshelf, so there wasn't time for me to throw blood around or anything. Then who actually splattered that blood? Huh? What was that? No. No way. What? No! The man under the bed? No, that's impossible. You can't actually exist. She paid me to do this. She tricked me into doing it. I didn't do anything. Hey, wait! No! Please, don't! Leave Heiko-san alone! I will make her pay. Huh? That voice! Is it you, Mio? When I was attacked by that man and passed out, I came to pretty quickly. I heard everything. Eiko-san, I'm done for today, and so on. So, you already knew that Eiko-san was behind this? Yes, I did, Azami. But that no longer even matters. Anyway, Eiko-san, why did you know my secret? Huh? How did you know I had an accidental pregnancy once, back during my sugar dating days? Pregnancy? What are you talking about? That doll. It was a message that you know about my past, right? A red and silent doll that symbolizes a baby. I didn't want anyone to know. But then, why do you? Wait, too much going on. Mio, what's going on? Please, take it easy. Asami, thank you for telling me about the doll. You were right about everything. The man under the bed, this woman here. I'm feeling a strange power inside me. I think I could kill this woman with it. You're amazing, Asami. I did as you told me, and everything happened just as you said. I should have believed just you from the beginning, and done as you told me. Mio, wait! What are you talking about? But my medical records weren't in this woman's place. Tell me where they are. I need to erase my past entirely. I really don't know what you're talking about, Mio. Enough with the nonsense. That doll was just a random doll I picked up. Asami, you told me this too. I will attract interest wherever I go. That I had little more to lose, whatever I did. I didn't say that. You know I wouldn't. Why are you being like this, Mio? Oh, wait. Maybe it wasn't you then. Anyway, that doesn't matter either now. My name and address, my past, everything is out there online now. I can't go back to my folks. Won't be safe at home. Wherever I go, I'm watched by eyes that know my past. What am I supposed to do? Why should I even care? Ah! I'm going to kill you. You're joking, right? Mio? You're smart enough to know this won't mean a thing. Just put that down and listen to me, okay? No, Mio! Don't do this to yourself! Sammy, You all right, Sammy? Responders are on the way. They're almost here. It's gonna be okay. Jasmine, how did you... Heard from the boss man. Boss man's vision thingy. Knew you were heading to Akos. Loose cannon much? So the director was watching me. Mio. Once again, going off on your own like that, way too risky. I'm sorry, Jasmine, and thank you. If I'd realized earlier, Mio wouldn't have done such a thing. Hey, don't go blaming yourself. I guess what you did kind of prevented the worst, yeah? Yeah, I guess. And the boss man should have told me earlier. I wonder if the director knew this was going to happen. Huh? Beats me. Could have gone much worse just without the boss man giving a heads up. Guess the vision of Bob's pretty handy. Dude's priorities, though? Speak of the almighty. What is it? Way too fast with the edit. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center channel is streaming now. Are the center's videos always streamed so soon? The target of today's investigation is the infamous man under the bed. It seems that the man under the bed actually exists. Turns each case into this kind of feel-good entertainment vid. Those spreading rumors fade away if there's watchable content like this. I hope Mio's rumors fade away fast. They'll get bored quick and jump over to the next rumor. Anyway, you'll be reporting back to the boss man, yeah? I'll drive you. Thank you, Jasmine. Our staff member who was at the scene has safely completed the investigation. The younger woman B had little choice but to move out. As for the woman A, who first witnessed the man under the bed, we have lost all contact with her and are unaware of her whereabouts. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center staff sincerely wish that Ms. A is safe and sound. This case came to an intriguing conclusion. After what happened to Mio, I wouldn't call it intriguing. Are you worried about Mio? She hasn't done enough to be prosecuted. Will Eiko-san not even be held accountable? It feels unfair. Yes, unfair indeed. However, I would remind you that there are many forms of accountability. More importantly, I can't wait to see what you have. That card you brought with you. More importantly, are you watching through your vision again? Director, don't you feel any emotions? Emotions are an interesting research topic. That is where rumors and urban myths originate. Forget I mentioned it. Ah, exquisite. What is it? a good look at this card. It's as if it's predicting the tragedy about to befall you. What exactly is this card? This is one of the Illumine cards. They are rumored to be prophetic. The card is prophetic? It happened 7 years ago, too. Director, I actually have one of these cards is said to foretell the end of the world. I'm curious about the It seems everything is in motion now. And that's enough for today. Do I believe in prophecies? I believe in good sounding if it sounds bad. Wait, is that an Illumine card? Why do you have it? How should I know? Well, good work, Sammy. Catch you next week. Tomaringi here. About the new face at the center? Seems unrelated to the other incident. Megaria hasn't shown much we could look into. Roger that. Out. Back then, we couldn't possibly have realized what was about to happen. Yikes. Okay, so looks like we've got some cards. Ooh. Episode 2, Reflection of Death. Oh, it's Hikaru Go-Sankuchi! I didn't know the center roof was like this. About what we were discussing. You mentioned Eiko dropping one after we completed Dissolution. Yes, this one and this one. This is the Illumine card, Eye in the Darkness. Why Eiko had this card is a question in itself. Yet of higher importance right now is this Illumine card, Devastation and Judgment, which you say you owned from before. I think I received it from someone, but don't really remember. I remembered I'd left it in my bag since then, so... Would you happen to know of a community site on the dark web? The dark web sounds kinda ominous. There's a site called Samezima that has descriptions of all 6 Illumine cards. Various other topics too. Earthquakes and shrines, a certain president is actually a stand-in. We wish. I didn't know. Samezima is a hub for those who appreciate such conspiracy theories. Devastation and Judgment is the very future that these Zimmers long for. It seems your card is predicting such a future. Zimmers refer to it as the Great Reset. Great Reset? Rumors say the Devastation and Judgment card depicts it. Why would I have such a thing? And it's just a prophecy. We don't know if it'll actually... We can determine whether the prophecies are true by observing your actions. Now, I need to tell you about today's request. A streamer has asked us to confirm the presence of a ghost. Devastation, juju, mental. Yo, wake up already. You're sleep-mumbling like hell. Ah! Sorry! Devastation, judgment, had me worried there. The director showed me an ominous website. Jasmine, do you know about the Illuminate cards and the prophecies on them? Illuminate cards? Count on the bossman to take interest, eh? The director does seem on top of all occult-related info. I meant to ask, what's today's case about? We're looking into a live streamer. One of his vids sparked a bit of a mess, and the streamer reached out to the center. The actual wording is, see for myself and prove that ghosts are real, okay? Does that mean that live streamer talks about spirits in the occult? Huh, good guess. Saves me the trouble of explaining. Oh, so I guessed right? Yep, occult live streamer, 800k subs, been streaming quite a while it seems. Check out the vid while we're on the road. This newest one, right? Is this a ritual or something? The scene in question is near the end. Come on, pretty please? I know this place is the real deal. Come on, show yourself. Mary! 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 Show you... behind me? What? Huh? Nothing? There? Oh, Bloody Mary, say it 3 times in the mirror. Man, I wish that would work in real life because... Well, actually, I don't really like Bloody Marys, so... A ghost? Was that a ghost in the back? You mean this is... real? Trending on socials for sure. Ghost watching streamer's home has resident ghost, or some such. A resident ghost? Does it mean the house is haunted? Don't know much, really. By the way, our client, the streamer, why did he think of reaching out to our center? Do you know? Don't know. Too bored to ask the boss man about the small things. Just ask the client, okay? Anyway, get busy with the social media search first. Understood. Alright, so first step to understanding this mystery is that we go and search social media. I sent you the link. Did you get it? Try following the rumor from there. What should I search? Don't be asking me anything and everything. Try giving it a thought yourself. Sorry, you're right. I need to look up what kind of ghost is involved this time, right? Right. According to the facts so far, a ghost appeared. Looks like this urban myth is dependent on the location. So I'd search for rumors related to this place and location. Ooh, how helpful. Jeez, you make me use this dusty old brain with those questions of yours. Even though the stuff's not my wheelhouse. Well, I leave it in your hands. Understood. I'm on it. Okay, so this ghost stream is unbelievable. So the ghost did show up in the video. What a creepy photo. The letters aren't floating up here. Maybe it's not that important. Jasmine, this ghost looks like a woman to me. Lady Ghost, huh? Say before that I should look into rumors related to the location, or even the building itself. I'll try looking for some related keywords. The real deal? No way! It's not that scary. What is a spirit spot map? Ooh, how scary. Go on and give it a search. Okay, already did that. Let's see. I looked on the spirit spot map for the apartment that Kinoko's using for his streams and it showed up right away. There are websites you can use to look up spirit spots? Uh-huh. You should look up your neighborhood. There might be spirit spots near you. Oh, is this rumor? Well spotted. Exactly the kind of thing the bossman would check. Give it a search. Become the base of ghost stories. Old lady standing there, visitors coming at specific times. Let's see. I could never. Those tatami mats would get real damn covered like that. So, like, how clean and nice the room is of higher priority than if it's haunted? I'd sure hope the room is clean if you're just moving in. That's how it is. Wait, what? There are urban myths about properties with dark histories? For sure, there are movies too. Wow, how are they not bothered by that? It's pretty important just not worry about it. No, I can't help but worry about my place. What if there are similar accounts there? You only worry about that stuff if you think about it. Just don't think about it. Yeah. What? So people see like a ghostly pilgrimage or something? That's a pretty messed up pilgrimage. That happen? Even footsteps would set them off. Oh, what's wrong with having 13 steps? Skip a step, I guess, but someone's gonna fall sooner or later. An old lady in your room when you move in. Elderly people make mistakes like that, don't they? You're probably the only one who'd be able to say that old lady. Young woman ghost again. Umeki chose Umeki Flats. I need to write this down. Infamous in their area, huh? Interesting. Matches what we heard from the others too. Maybe it's true. Bullseye. Found the address on the Spirit Spot map. Umekicho 123, Umeki Flats 104. Oh no, that means there's definitely something there. So, we're ghost hunting at an apartment that's a known spirit spot. Jasmine, I really can't handle ghosts at all. I'll see them all. I'm sure of it. Seeing them won't hurt, will it? If they're just hanging out. Besides, they're not really ghosts, right? I'm scared just as much. Gotta do what you gotta do. It's a pain, but we need to identify which urban myth might be related. Not my job, so I'll leave it to you. Yes. Hello, we're here from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I'm Azami Fukurai, and... Hey, you're a girl? Could you be the one in the prophecy? Huh? Well, what are you talking about? Life shall be taken from they who face the mirror and call the woman. Is that card? An Illuminate card? That can be our next vid. Kinoko's fate was prophesized. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Anyway, is that card? No, just brainstorming. It's nothing, really. Introducing myself, Kinoko Tanihara here. Did you see Kinoko's spirit stream? Did you see the woman? Yes. I've been getting so many inquiries since that stream. They all want to collab. So happy, spizzy happy here. Your Urban Myth Dissolution Center has a solid channel too. I watch every vid. Oh, thank you. How many tens of thousands of follows were you at? Got me thinking, maybe... We could share some fans with each other, couldn't we? Share some fans? I thought your request was... Oh, there. Yes, just as I wrote. I want to see for myself and prove that ghosts are real, that I'm not setting this up. I don't stream during the day, so go ahead and check out this place. Okay, sure. First, we should look into why the ghost was filmed, what happened during the stream. Then, after some facts cleared up, I should ask about the Illuminate card. Hey, I might be getting the hang of this investigator job. Investigation on! Okay, so... It's in the shade and kind of dreary overall. Excuse me. The kitchen window is frosted glass. You can't see much by peeking in. I don't see anything unusual, but it's kind of creepy still. Is Kinoko-san going to continue living here? Hello, excuse me. Would you mind if I asked you something? Could I ask you about your neighbor? Huh? About room 104. Oh, I see, room 104. You want to know about room 104, where that horrible incident happened? I know more than anyone else. Guess why? Because I live next to room 104. That's great to hear. Would you happen to know anything about the rumors around this apartment? Oh, I'm Azami Fukurai. Can I ask you your name? The nameplate Ms. Unaired? It's Unai. You're gonna forget anyway. Ms. Neighbor is fine. I live next to the famous room 104. I've been their neighbor since long before that incident happened. I know this apartment better than anyone. Then, how about Kinoko-san? Huh? Kinoko? Your neighbor in room 104? Ah, yes. Did he move in without knowing anything? Poor him. I'd switch rooms if I could. I envy him. I heard he does that thing on the internet, like on TV. Oh, yes, that's right. The residents here are scary, too. Were you able to watch Kinoko's live stream video? A ghost showed up in that video. A ghost? It did? Of course it would. We're famous famous around here as the haunted apartments. I don't know what the video is about, but I feel a ghost's presence. You do? The boy in room 104 too, probably? He was doing this creepy ritual. So this neighbor maybe hasn't seen the video itself. Come to think of it, I wonder what ritual he was doing in the stream. Several things I should check with Kinoko-san about. Would you happen to know anything about the ghost rumored to haunt this apartment? Ghost? Rumors? Oh, you mean room 104. Huh? Do you mean the ghost used to live in room 104? We had police cars and an ambulance and quite a crowd here. Were you there when it happened? Did you see or hear anything? I heard the sound of something breaking and a scream, crash and such. But those folk aren't strangers to fighting. I heard a man screaming. I peeked through the entrance and there was blood everywhere. There's photos from back then. Blood everywhere? You mean the whole room was red? No, just around the middle. It looked like a fountain of blood had spurted from the center of room 104. Near the middle of the room. Rings a bell. Did you know that this apartment was famous for its rumors? It's on the internet too, yes? Welcome to the haunted and vaunted Umeki Flats. I see visitors even taking pictures sometimes. Owner was worried sick, and no wonder. No one wants to live there after what happened. That mushroom boy in 104, I wonder how long he'll last. I should write up some notes while I can. A neighbor living just next to Kinoko Tanihara's room 104. She was really interested in... That's it. She seemed to enjoy rumors. I was surprised at how intensely she talks. So this is the apartment he streams from. Talk about rundown. Definitely haunted. Jasmine? About the ghost that shows up in the video, what should I look into and how? You're asking me about ghost stuff? Well, I'll start by talking to Kinoko Dude. Next, check the room he was streaming from. Also, the lady outside might be from around here. Ask her if she knows of any ghost rumors. Thank you, I'll do that. Jasmine, were you able to make out the neighbor's nameplate? Oh yeah, unsettling something thingy? Her name is Unai-san. You actually talked to that lady? Epic people skills, Zemi. That Unreal lady, the neighbor? I'm so much more comfortable talking to you. My personality shines through sometimes. By the way, did the lady see the ghost in the vid? Might want to check whether it looked like the ghost in the local rumors. Good idea. She says she knows a lot about the apartment, so I'll ask her when I can. Okay, so I already asked her everything. So let's see what's going on in the apartment. The smell of a new tatami mat. One of the tatami mats looks new. Tatami mats must be expensive. But why would you want to change just one? Camera and lights, streaming equipment. I'll have to make sure I don't knock them over. So he was filming the mirror from here. Hey, I see Jasmine in the mirror. So the area around the entrance would be the camera's free. That might mean that... This mirror is the one that showed the ghost in the video. Maybe I Oh yes, I need to ask about the spirit that appeared in it. Wowza! If only we had a Zashiki Warashi mascot like you! Viewers would love it! Huh? Can I start by asking you about your work? Kinoko-san is a live streamer, yes! I've been doing this for quite a long time. Shifted focus to the occult around 5 years ago. You have a ghost watching channel, right? I default to streaming live on site from spirit spots. My solo hide-and-seek video went ballistically viral, and here I am. Ballistically viral? I see. I default to planning and streaming entirely alone. And that's about it. And you handle all this equipment alone? That's really cool. Mind if we take a look around the room? Could you tell me about the stream where the ghost showed up? Yes, the meat of the interview! I have this fixed camera in this room and was waiting in front of the room for a ghost to appear. And voila! Have any other ghosts made appearances in your streams before? I wouldn't say they haven't made an appearance, but this time is the first time their form has been so clear. I guess making sure the mirror was properly being filmed helped a lot. Kinoko-san, did you see the ghost directly during the stream? Yeah, about that. I admit I never got to see it myself. Got a ton of comments saying behind you. So I spun around quickly, but nothing there. When you turn around, you see the mirror in the wall. If someone was around here, you would have seen them. Does this mean the ghost wasn't around here? Maybe the apartment ghost was trying to head somewhere and happened to be filmed. Would that be possible? Good point. If we know the answer, we could catch it on film for the next stream. Yes, we really need to know where the ghost was headed. Need answers quick. Here we go, ghost hunting. Kinoko-san, are you still going to live here? Are you considering moving too? Kinoko-san isn't actually living here, no. I'm just renting this place as a studio. I see. Glad to hear. I was getting worried. But isn't it scary streaming from a spirit spot? Precisely why I went and rented it. The reason I had that mirror in frame was because it came with a room too. That came with a room? I thought it was a prop. Why bother renting a place that doesn't have its share of ghost rumors? One thing though, my neighbor jumps on any related gossip, so watch yourself. You were doing a mysterious ritual in the video. What exactly was it about? Yes, that was a seance, a spirit summoning ritual. I did one I found on the net just as written. At 2 a.m. in a dark room, stand in front of a mirror and turn around 3 times. Turn around 3 times. Speak the name Mary to the mirror 3 times. And that's it. That's it? Nothing else? Do this, and the ghost should appear in the mirror. This is a summoning ritual that dates back to the Middle Ages. Tried and true. Pretty simple for a ghost summoning ritual. Kinoko-san, do you know about the Illuminate cards? Cards with prophecies on them, yeah? What, are you a Zimmer too? No, I just happened to visit the Samezima website. I thought I read something there about a card with a mirror and a woman. Oh, really? I'm the one in the prophecy? Best viewer game material ever! What a gift to be cursed like that. You really should be careful around that prophecy. You might find yourself in danger, you know? Oh, yes, please. Okay. I need notes on the key appointment. Our client who requested this investigation, Kinoko Tanihara, a ghost-watching streamer on YouTube. His hairstyle reminds me of a mushroom. Yes, Matsuka Take, king of the shrooms. Was he really? He didn't come off as all that deluxe. can't bamboozle me like that. I mean, what was the client's name again? Yes, Kinoko Tanihara with a mushroom cut. An occult live streamer. Okay, checking out the entrance again. I thought I might find something, but no luck. I might see something with glasses on. I see something. This apartment is full of these scary shadows. The camera isn't pointed this way, so it can't have been this shadow itself that showed up. As I thought, peeking in from here, you see the mirror and the camera through it. Long hair, looks like a dress. They seem really angry. If this shadow is a ghost, does it mean I'm now able to see actual ghosts and not just past events? What the? A long-haired woman straddling a man? No, wait. What's going on here? Looks different from the shadow shown in the video. If the neighbor lady was right, does this mean the incident did happen here? You said incident, but I wonder what happened. Looks like a serious fight going on. I hope... Let's think about what happened during the live stream. About the ghost who showed up in Kinoko-san's video. Kinoko-san himself didn't actually see it. Is it because he isn't sensitive to spirits? Ms. Azami, what was the situation like during the live stream? So the director's still around. Just a figment of my imagination. It feels kind of fun. Anything wrong? No, I'm fine. So, the situation during the live stream? Kinoko Tanihara confirmed that he never saw the ghost himself. How about the viewers who were watching the stream? Right, the viewers were all worked up about seeing the ghost. What could this mean? Maybe we saw a humanoid ghost who... Maybe we saw a disembodied head who was inside the room and edited into the stream by Kinoko-san. I'm not so sure. In Kinoko-san's stream, there was a mirror behind Kinoko-san, and the mirror should have been reflecting the entrance. Maybe I should check my journal notes just in case. Let me rethink this. Maybe we saw a humanoid ghost who was only in the mirror and faked by fans of Kinoko-san. I'm not so sure. In Kinoko-san's stream, there was a mirror behind Kinoko-san. And the mirror should have been reflecting the entrance. Maybe I should check my journal notes just in case. Let me rethink this. Maybe we saw a humanoid ghost, excuse me, who was outside the room and reflected in the mirror behind Kinoko-san. Yes, sounds about right. We know now what happened during the live stream. where the ghost was when it showed up in the video. Whoa! Really? However, we only know about the exact moment the ghost was in the video. We believe it was standing near the entrance and peeking into the room. So it was too focused on the camera to notice. Said to appear in this apartment. Would it happen to have straight long hair and be wearing a white dress? You know about her then. You're more than meets the eye. Yes, she had long hair and always wore a white dress. I thought so. It's a woman, correct? Oh, it's nothing. Noting down, the ghost at the entrance was a woman with long black hair wearing a white dress. Sighted around Umeki Flats. Yes, long hair, wearing a white dress. She looks like a textbook ghost almost. So scary. Yeah, totally Sadako there. The ghost that appears in this room. Showing up for a while now, not just during yesterday's live stream. We've been gathering some clues through the investigation. I wonder what that ghost was, the one that I saw. Maybe I saw the woman who killed the man near the entrance? Was it really? Let's try to remember the neighbor's story in the shadow seen through the glasses. The shadow in the dress, who appears at the entrance and in the room. Who could they be? There we go. Maybe I saw the woman who killed the man in this room. Oh yes, judging from the shadows I saw with the glasses, a woman was attacking the man. And when she was done, she probably left this world herself. Which would mean the shadow I'm seeing is a ghost after all. How's it go, Sam? This tatami mat that's newer than the others. They probably had to replace it because of the bloodstains from the incident. So I guess it did happen here. Kinoko-san, just a thought. Is the ghost in the rumors the person who died during the incident here? Oh, you know that too? That's right. The rumors aren't around the apartment as a whole. The incident happened in this very room. Gives room 104 a nice and dark history. Just think of the viewer gains. A nice and dark history? We found out quite a lot about the ghost. Does this mean Kinoko Dude summoned the dead ex-resident of room 104 with this ritual? Yes, but there's only so much we can gather from the place itself. Not too bad overall. With this much info stacked up, Boss Man shouldn't be long. See? Ms. Azami, how is it going? Director-san, you found quite a lot of clues, it seems. Yes, I think. The streamer was blessed by the fortuitous appearance of an anomaly on live camera. His name is Kinoko Tanihara, by the way. I see. Mr. Kinoko was not only unafraid of the prophecy on the Illuminate card, but actively hoping to find himself in danger. Any progress on that end? Huh? The Illuminate cards are rumored and respected. I myself have no knowledge of how these cards actually function. as misfortune struck him, my experiments will be much easier if he can get cursed. For example, if an evil spirit is haunting him, it's merely a matter of exorcising it. Yet what might happen to someone harassed by abominations or cryptids? Inquiring minds need to know. Director-san! Oh, excuse me there. Then let us both assess the clues you found on the site and identify this urban myth. Yes. Uncanny that the ghost-watching streamer happened to summon the ghost of the apartment's previous resident. Which urban myth does this case match? Let's get started, shall we? First, this case was initiated by the following event. Kinoko-san was live-streaming a ritual to summon a ghost. And a ghost appeared behind Kinoko-san, correct? That's right. So, Mrs. O. Yes! Tell me about the location where the livestream was being filmed. You learned that the rumor wasn't just a rumor, but based on an actual incident. Where was the scene of the spirit summoning ritual? This place that Kinoko-san is renting, room 104. It had an actual previous incident happen here. Great. So the stage was set for a upcoming live stream. Next, let me ask you about the ghost that appeared as a result of the ritual. The viewers were fixated on the ghost show in the stream. So, Mrs. Zana, in Kinoko-san's video, where exactly was the ghost seen? The ghost was seen through the mirror, so I believe we saw its reflection. Exactly. What's important here is that it first appeared in the mirror. Urban myths are defined by numerous characteristics. Where they appear, their goal, the words they utter. In this case, the initial manifestation was witnessed as a reflection of the mirror. This is a crucial point. So that's the priority? I thought the location where the ghost appeared might be more important. Remember, urban myths are born from rumors. They only come to be after they are noticed by someone, named and mentioned in rumors. Wherever the witness happens to be when they notice it, that becomes the location that urban myth appears at. I see. I think. By the way, about the ghost that appeared in the mirror, it seems its existence wasn't limited to within the mirror itself. So, Mrs. Zana, you looked into this with your glasses. Have you determined where the ghost was? Outside the entrance to Kinoko-san's place. I saw a woman's shadow standing there. Excellent. The footage did indeed show a female's shadow standing outside the entrance, seen through the frosted glass. On to my final question. About the spell that was cast during the ritual. So, Mrs. Zana, Kinoko-san uttered something as a spell to summon the ghost. What exactly was the spell? A woman's name. He turned around 3 times in front of the mirror and said a woman's name 3 times. Mary, Mary, Mary. Brilliant. Precisely. Only one urban myth involves casting this spell. The urban myth that matches the circumstances would be... identification. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary? A female ghost, summoned through seance rituals, famous overseas. creatures are often used in all kinds of incantations. Recently popular forms of seance would include solitary hide and seek, or the square method done with 4 participants. But if the Bloody Mary ritual made a ghost appear, maybe the summoning did in fact work. I may have yet again witnessed the potential manifestation of an urban myth. I am ecstatic beyond compare. Phantasmagorical. Director, you're getting excited again. Oh, of course. Anyway, about this Bloody Mary. Let me think. If the summoned ghost is indeed Bloody Mary, she would leave a scratch mark on anyone she attacks. A scratch mark? A scratch? What happens then? It means that if the ritual is successful, Kinoko-san will eventually find himself with a scratch mark. And for those who are scratched, they will lose consciousness at the very least, and their sanity or even lives at worst. You mean they'll die? The presence of such cursed scratches would be good evidence of the ghost's existence. Mrs. Ami, please support Kinoko-san as best you can, to ensure he does get scratched. Excuse me, Director? I am referring to the client's request. Prove that ghosts are real. Thankfully, our client himself is open to the idea of being cursed himself. Mrs. Ami, please think about what you can do to help make this happen. Are you serious? I need to go prepare an intro scene for this case's video. Let us talk later. Director? Hello? I can't believe it. What is he thinking? Hey, I was thinking and... Yes, Kinoko-san? Yesterday's vid is really doing the numbers. I think I'll do another one tonight, and you can watch here if you want. Huh? Kinoko's spirit stream. I might be interested. Jasmine? A ghost might show up, you know? I hope it does. Mary might do something to you. I hope she does. Kinoko-san, I'm serious here. I'm dead serious too. The viewers want epic results. Besides, I haven't seen her myself. She must absolutely show up. Part of the gig, I guess. I'm actually pretty interested in how anomalies appear and their impact. Also, Kinoko means it. Yes, Kinoko really means it. I will stop you if things get out of hand, okay? What if the ghost really does show up? Alright, so my voice is getting tired, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end things off for the night in a few minutes. Let's see if anything happens first. Mary? Mary! Mary! Huh? Even with support from my 2 collab partners tonight, the ghost was a no-show. And that's that. It really felt like it might. But alas. That's a wrap for tonight, folks. Thank you for watching and sleep well. Smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Hey, come on! Why are we suddenly part of the ritual? What are you thinking? Did I upset you? Sorry, thought about the viewers too much. I'll ask you for permission next time. Real talk, this ritual wasn't gonna fly. But we had actual traces of the ghost. It was a good enough time. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. We're heading out for today, Kinoko-san. We should be alright, yes? Though we were reflected in the mirror at the end. Huh? Huh? Oh, wait! Huh? What? Just now behind you, Jasmine! Behind me? Oh, what? What the heck? This sucks. I really thought a woman was standing there. Oh, Jasmine, you don't have any scratches anywhere, right? Oh, the scratches you were rambling about yesterday? Nope. That's great. Maybe I got mixed up with something I saw with clairvoyance. Wipe that grin off your face. Moving on, let's get busy. Yes. Any talk on socials about Kinoko's stream last night? Checking now. Alright, and with that, let's see. Alright, so let's see options. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the title. And we are going to end things off for the evening because my voice is getting tired. And let's see who is streaming and we can give them a raid. Yeah, I'm trying to voice act. It's a little hard sometimes, especially since I'm still recovering from the flu and have this lingering cough. But yeah, I'm trying to voice act. Okay, let me see here. We are going to raid Shellshock Prime, who is playing Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Alright, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. I will likely be streaming again on Tuesday, so until then, this has been Jewelry Jelly with Princess Luna and George Washing Machine. And until we meet again, may all of your tea times be perfect.